Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB preview show for today, the 3rd of June. Cracking night yesterday with the spread bet. Pretty much saved the day because everything else was not great. Had a look at tonight for the spread bets. Obviously, we are now 180 odd points up on the season, courtesy of the San Diego Padres with their 4-run first inning. There isn't really anything on the spreads tonight. I mean, I looked at Carlos Rodon. He's got a fairly high first inning ERA, but pretty much all of those runs came in one isolated horrendous start. So it's not like he's consistently struggled in the first, and there doesn't appear to be anyone else pitching that has tonight. But there are 4 games I want to look at. So I'm going to start with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. David Price is up for Boston. He has 3-0 in his last 4 games with a very respectable 2.63 ERA, which does include a victory over the Blue Jays at Rogers Centre last week. He obviously struggled when he first started under the big contract in Boston, but has pretty much righted the ship and looks back to the David Price, the perennial Cy Young contender that we all know. R.A. Dickey is up for the Blue Jays against the top-scoring offense in MLB in the Red Sox. He's compiled a 6.60 ERA in 3 games against Boston this year. They usually chase him early. He's 0-2 in those 3 games this year, and I'm perfectly happy to predict that Boston will do the same again today and take Boston on the run line in this game. Battle at the top of the AL Central, which sadly no longer involves my White Sox. Cleveland against Kansas City. Edinson Volquez will pitch for the reigning champs. Struggled on the road this year. His ERA is over 6.5 when he's pitching outside of Kansas City. On the flip side of that coin, Danny Salazar, who will pitch for the Tribe today, has excelled at home, going 3-1 with a 1.61 ERA in 4 starts. These pitchers have also had differing fortunes against their relevant opposition today. Salazar has shut down Kansas City with a 1.35 ERA and a 2-1 record the last 3 times he's seen them. Volquez, for his career against the Indians, is 2-5 with an 8.31 ERA. I'm going to look for those trends to continue. I'm going to take Cleveland on the run line, and I'm going to buy a couple of runs as well. I looked at Washington, Cincinnati. I'm slightly annoyed. I looked this morning and the line was for total runs was at 8.5. It does now stand at 9. Weather conditions do look favourable for runs in Great American Ballpark today, which is a hitter's park. Joe Gonzalez has had some issues in the last couple of starts. He has allowed 5 home runs in his last 3 starts, 13 earned runs across his last 2. The Washington lineup's capable of scoring on anyone, led by Bryce Harper, Daniel Murphy. Brandon Finnegan has been among the Reds' best starters, but he carries a 4.14 ERA, so that is not saying much, and he has won only 1 time this year. The Reds' relief pitching has been awful as well, so the Nationals certainly should have their chances to score. With the conditions and the ballpark and the struggles of both pitchers, I think 9 looks perfectly achievable, so I will play over 9 runs in the game. The final game I want to look at is the St. Louis Cardinals and San Francisco Giants. Adam Wainwright's up for the Cards. He's been solid recently after his terrible start to the year. Obviously, he was injured, and that took away most of last year for him. Maybe there were some lingering effects because he did only pitch in relief at the back end of last year. Johnny Cueto's been excellent for the San Francisco Giants. Absolutely lights out. The numbers are padded a little bit by a couple of starts against his favourite opponent, and that's the light-hitting Padres. Cueto has had his struggles against St. Louis. He's seen them a lot, dating back to his days with the Cincinnati Reds. He's only won once in his last 10 attempts against St. Louis and has a 5.71 ERA for his career at Busch Stadium. And as I say, there have been plenty of starts there because he used to play in division with Cincinnati. St. Louis have scored the most runs in the National League. They even exceed the Cubs for runs scored. So, I don't think they're going to struggle to score runs. If Cueto struggles, they'll be able to put him away. Wainwright may only need to be consistent, reasonably solid today to pick up the win. It's priced as a coin flip. I think with home field and the struggles that Cueto's had in this ballpark, I'm happy to take St. Louis, and I'll take them on the alternate run line as well. Those are the 4 games I'm playing today. Best of luck if you're having a play ball.